Very well done. We are doing social studies. Yes, Toby. You forgot what in your backpack? Oh, you can go get it. So it reminds me, what is the preamble? What is the preamble? M. Well, it's part of the Constitution, but what is the significance of it? Where is it? Oh, there we go. I'm way ahead. What is the part of the preamble? And who can tell me how it starts? The very famous start to it. Owen. We Yes, we the people of the United States in order to, and then it lists everything off. It gives the declaration, it gives the definition. So is this within the Constitution? Or where is the preamble located in the Constitution? Tyson?
The start.
The start. Remember, Tyson introduced his mother and I to each other because we don't know each other? It was an introduction. So when you introduce something, you are giving an overview of what it is yet to come. In this case, it's the Constitution. So the preamble is giving us an overview of sorts of what the Constitution is. Is the Constitution an important American document?
Yes.
Yes. From the movie, did you see that it was very easy to come up with the Constitution? Piece of cake.
No.
No. Did it take a week?
No.
Did it take a month?
No.
How long? It took at least 3 or 4 months to come up with the final decision or final agreement to the Constitution. So the Constitution, friends, is a very important document in our government. So let us go over the preamble. Everybody have it out?
Yep.
Please turn it to the side where it says, "We the people of the United States." In order to, what is the first form? Jonathan. And then what does it say on the other side of that?
Build the best nation possible.
All right, for a more perfect union, to build the best nation possible. What is the next section of the preamble? Olivia.
And establish justice, protect equal rights under the law.
What is justice? What is justice? Olivia.
Justice is kind of like,
That's all right. Does anyone want to help? Olivia, what is justice? Now, if you look at the definition, establish justice, what does it say? Protect equal rights under the law. So, what do you think justice is? Olivia.
like protecting people.
Yes. Making sure that people are protected and have equal rights under the law. Justice is when things are fair, equal for all. What is the next part of the preamble? Put some big words in there. Christian.
Domestic.
Good.
Tranquility.
Close. Say it all. Tranquility. Good. What is, that is a big, that was a mouthful. What is tranquility? Now, if you look at the definition, what does it say, Christian?
Peace for our home and our country.
So, if by reading that, keep peace for our homes and our country, what would you say domestic tranquility would be? What would you say tranquility is? Complete craziness, chaos, or peace? If you look at the definition, what would you say? Chaos or peace? Tyson.
Peace.
Yes. Tranquility means peacefulness. So do you think our founding fathers, after everything they've been through, they had the Revolutionary War, and then they had the Shays Rebellion, and they have all this unrest, do you think tranquility is something they're striving for? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Provide for the common defense. Be ready to protect our people from attack. What do you think that's about? What does it mean to be common defense, Tyson?
If another war happened, our army would be ready.
You got it. Defending our people in the United States of America. Very good, Tyson. So to defend means to protect. Do we have a branch of military in our country? Yes. Do you, as a part of America, feel protected because of this military?
Yes.
I need everybody to track. I need everyone to focus. So hard. The glare, all I can see is Jeremiah and Grant's outline because the glare is just very intense right now. So, yes, we are very blessed to have a military that is there to protect us. Nothing to take lightly and nothing to ever take for granted. They sacrifice a lot for our defense, for our protection. So that is something that we need to be very thankful for. All right, so what is the next one? James. What is the next preamble after provide for common defense? All right, so we need to bring that back, okay? Luke, what is the next one after common defense?
Be ready to protect all people from.
No, what is the next preamble below provide for the common defense?
Promote the general welfare and encourage well-being for everyone.
All right, promote the general welfare. What does that mean? Well, it just encourage well-being for everyone. What does that mean? Owen.
So it's fair for everyone?
Fair. Promote the general welfare, encourage well-being for everyone. So fairness is always good. That makes people happy if things are fair. People don't like it when things are not fair. So that promotes well-being, absolutely. What else promotes? So when they say the general welfare, encourage well-being for everyone, that means that we have an environment or a country that allows people to achieve and go after what they are comfortable doing without feeling, Jeremiah, that's going to have to put away if you can't leave it alone. So, the welfare of this country is that this country is flourishing, thriving. People feel comfortable and safe doing what they're doing. Do you feel comfortable coming to school every day? Do you feel safe?
Yes.
Yes. Are you free to go to school? Are you free not to go to school?
No.
No, not really. I mean, it's good to go to school. There are laws that they want people to go to school. This is a weird year, so we're lucky that we're in school. A lot of kids are not. So the welfare of the country means the well-being that people are happy, they're healthy, they're able to thrive and be in good shape. So, what is the next one? Grayson. And secure, can you read that, please?
And secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
Posterity, very good, you were close. What does that mean? And guard.
And guard freedom for ourselves and families to come.
So, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, meaning all of these, this Constitution was not only for them, but for the generations to come. Are we part of the generation to come?
No.
Yes, because we are, this was a long time ago, friends. And the Constitution is still alive and well. It's still working for our posterity, for our security. So, who wants to read the last part of the preamble? Go ahead, Em.
Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Do authorize and set up this Constitution for the United States of America.
So they're basically saying we're doing this to establish the Constitution for who?
United States of America.
So that is kind of a reiteration of we the people of the United States. And then it ends, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Saying we are creating this for generations to come. So tell me, what was the laws that they established before the Constitution that didn't work so well? That was established immediately after the Revolutionary War. Oh, Owen.
Slavery?
What was M?
The Articles of Confederation.
The Articles of Confederation. So if you look on 29 of your textbook, the first attempt to make laws was the Articles of Confederation. How many states were part of the first United States of America? How many countries? States? Grant? 13. Yes. And so they got together and they set up the laws called the Articles of Confederation. Did it work? No. Okay, everybody star. Focus, track. I know we're almost done. We're in the finish line, but I still need you to be awake and track and pay attention. Did the Articles of Confederation work, friends? No. Why? Why did it not work? One thing in particular occurred that kind of freaked everybody out. After the war, they started the Confederation. It wasn't very strong. People were upset. What was happening that we saw in that movie? Farmers were upset. Why were people upset? Toby. Yes. They fought the war. They come back, and they can't afford to keep their farms. And so because of their debt, what was happening? People were being sent to what? Christian.
Prison.
Yes. Do you think that made people happy?
No.
Was it really that different than what was happening with King George III?
No.
It really wasn't, friends, which was surprising. But human nature, we often revert back to what we're used to if we don't have strong leadership. So the Articles of Confederation, they weren't strong enough. People didn't feel secure. What was the rebellion that occurred? Tyson.
Shays Rebellion.
Shays Rebellion. That woke the people up. They decided they did not feel comfortable that if a rebellion could occur, there goes their freedoms. Everything that they escaped England, King George III for, could revert back to that type of lifestyle, and that is not what they wanted. So the founding fathers came to where to form the Constitution. Where did they go? What city in what state? If you look on page 26, there is a map, and it is on there. It is in Pennsylvania. Owen. Philadelphia. So that, friends, is where the Constitution is starting. So, who remembers, I thought that was kind of fun that we have it in our book, the significance of this chair. It is on page 42. It says, Constitution completed. Who remembers? It was in the movie. It says the delegates took 4 months to write the Constitution. Many times they did not agree with each other. After much talk and compromise, they finally finished the plan for America's new government. Benjamin Franklin, a delegate, I'll get to the chair in a minute, a delegate from Pennsylvania helped write the Constitution. Toward the end of the convention, he wrote a speech. First, he said that he did not agree with every part of the Constitution. But he added, the older I grow, the more likely I am to doubt my own judgment and to pay more respect to the judgments of others. Franklin said that all the delegates should vote for the Constitution. He thought it was the best Constitution they could make. Most of the delegates agreed with Franklin. They signed the Constitution. So, whose chair was this that had the sun on it? Tyson.
The president's chair.
He wasn't the president yet, but who is that?
George Washington.
Yes. So do you remember in the movie, George Washington was sitting kind of in front. Here's George Washington's chair, and all the delegates were sitting out here, and George's chair was here. So this was George Washington's chair. It was shown in the movie, and it's also in your book, which is super awesome. So this is a close-up view. And I like, at the end of 42, who wants to read that? Where it says, Franklin told the delegates, M. Now at bottom of 42.
Franklin told the delegates, now at the lake, I have happiness to know that it is a rising and not a setting sun. But the Constitution needed more work to become law.
All right, so remember that was one of the closing scenes, was Franklin saying that? Mm-hmm. That he now thought it was a rising sun and not a setting sun. Because they agreed on this, and it was going to be okay. After 4 months of, quite frankly, a lot of arguing, would you say? Yeah. So, trying to figure out, okay, we got time. Federalists and anti-federalists. Please open the page to 43 in your textbook. Federalists and anti-federalists. Toby, could you read the first paragraph? The Constitution.
The Constitution did not become a law as soon as the delegates signed it. The first 3 years were given. Then, none of 13 it was common law.
Okay, so 9 of the 13 states needed to approve the Constitution for it to become law. Who wants to read the next paragraph? Owen.
Not all Americans liked the
people who did not like it were called anti-federalists. They thought the Constitution was a bad idea. They believed it took away too much power from the people and the states. The anti-federalists wanted a statement or bill of rights to protect their freedom.
All right. Who wants to read the last paragraph? Olivia. The Federalists thought.
The Federalists thought that a Bill of Rights was not needed. The Constitution listed the national government's power. The people and the states had all other powers.
All right. Let's turn to the next page so let's read the whole thing of Federalists and Anti-Federalists. So on page 44, Christian, read the first paragraph, the Anti-Federalists to the powerful, from a powerful government.
The anti-federalists wanted
Written.
limit on the national government. Those would tell that the national government could not do. Anti-federalists thought it might take more freedoms for the people and that
In the states.
The Americans had fought the
Revolutionary.
who were to win freedom for the powerful government.
Yes. So what powerful government was that that they fought for freedom against? Everyone should have their hands up. Who did we fight against in the Revolutionary War? Jeremiah. Who did the Americans fight against in the Revolutionary War? Who would like to help him? Oh, did you find it? Jeremiah. Yes. Who is in control of the British? Gabe. King George III. His name keeps coming up. Yes. That is who we fought against the Revolutionary War. So many people they were alive to see all of this. So of course, they want to ensure and protect this new country from having that kind of, to be controlled like that again. So that is why there is so much emotional argument and people are invested in this because they lived through an awful lot and they want to protect the generations to come so they don't have to deal with that ever again. Yes, Christian? I am assuming, I'm sure that is in a museum. So, yeah, I mean, it shows a picture of it, and it looks like I'm sure something like that is a heirloom, meaning it's very important. So, yes. I don't know exactly where it's at. My guess is somewhere in Washington, D.C., in a museum. Good question. All right, so who are the Federalists? Let's recap. Who are the Federalists? Christian.
They are, I forgot what I was.
Okay. Who are the Federalists, Jonathan?
People who like the Constitution.
People who were for the Constitution. So who were the anti-Federalists? Gabe. That didn't like the Constitution. So please turn to page 25 in your manual. We got a fun Venn diagram. We have plenty of time. So we have a blue circle that is for the Federalists, the red circle that are for the Anti-Federalists, And then we have a section in the middle. What does it say is in the center, or what intersects? Meaning they both, Federalists and Anti-Federalists, have in common. What do they both believe in? Toby. Cared about the country and loved freedom. So both the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists cared about the country and loved freedom. That is why they're so passionate about the Constitution, because they love the country and they want their freedom. All right, so if we look at the blue, which is designated to the Federalist, let me just look at yours real quick. Okay, so it's all blank. So the Federalists liked the what? What did the Federalists like? Jeremiah.
Constitution.
Yes, the Constitution. So write that, liked the Constitution. So what I would like for you to do is, if you look on page 43 and 44 of your textbook, it should be easy to fill this out. I would like for you to fill it out and work independently doing so. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. All right? But I would like for you to work on that, and I would like for you all to work on this as well.